reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Old Dominion Monarchs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there would be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roach. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Looking for room. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. Here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times, because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Potter. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Lucky to get it off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Touchdown, Herd! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
And the Monarchs are facing 3rd and inches. Powers inside. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Looking deep. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Wants to throw. It's Potter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Driving forward, it's Roach. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Monarchs are in the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Unleashes to the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll keep it on second down. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, ODU. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And the extra point was good. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Boston. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. He's past the sticks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Looking for running room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Boston. At the 45, on his way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Period, first down here. Tries to do it himself. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Right side, it's Boston. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Gain of 30. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going to the run, it's Boston. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Takes the easy completion. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-part play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. He got it, feet down in bounds. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Agnew. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Roach. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll run him again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sets his feet. It's Potter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Boston. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They're all over him, trying to buy time. Past the 30. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back. It's Potter. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He shanked it. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And that is a big late-season win over a team they may very well see again in the playoff. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, it's Potter. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Look out! got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Nice job by this defense, man. They've really answered the bell. This offense had a good first half. Second half, man, starting to put a couple of drives together, pressuring the quarterback, getting the sack, making this offense feel uncomfortable.
Making his first move. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Payne. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Marshall! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Agnew. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Roach. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the wildcat.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Back has it. On target over the middle. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Roach. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Potter. Just got rid of that one.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Hey, check it. 20 and 29 belts. 20 and 29 belts. Slap.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Payne. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Working the ground game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving out to the right. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Marshall will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Is in the air on 4th down. Looks it in. No room to bring it back. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Inside, it's Roach. He's got the first down. He's loose down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Norton. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Hits inside. It's Boston. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurd! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked. Just taking the touchback. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
On the move, it's James. Pass to 6. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the 2nd level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
Ready? Hey, check it, check it.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
The handoff. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've moved it to the 25, but facing a 3rd and long. He's changing the play.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Ready, go.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Monarchs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance.
Ready, go.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his man. It's Culliver. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. And he avoids the sack.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Right down the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.